Hey, good morning from Los Angeles. Jan Ragnerud, your host, live once again. And hey, thanks if you're listening on the Media and Marketing broadcast. Loving all your feedback and questions. And man, I'm getting some great reviews there. And if that's you, thank you. And if that's not you, please enjoy today's broadcast. And if you like it, and if you like some of the others, I would love it if you subscribe and actually left a review. It is just super cool. Either way, no pressure. But today, if you're looking at the screen here, coming in live, you see this weird little, I guess it's called an image, really. I was going to say a graphic, but anyway, it's a visual, image, and it says hook, line, and sinker. You got me. And this is today's preface for the broadcast today, and that is the high conversion online selling with the one-page ECPC formula. What a mouthful. Well, you know what? We're having fun here today, and coming up with these titles is always a challenge, but it speaks right to exactly what we're going to talk about today, which is, this hook, line, and sinker is really not necessarily the greatest way to open up today's broadcast, even though it's kind of funny. Because ultimately what you want to do when you sell online is to create a connection with your audience right off the bat. And that starts, of course, with the first touch point, so that there's a rapport developed early on. And all of this stuff that we talk so much about here, of course, in these broadcasts, and how I'm conveying my message to you is through the know, like, and trust factor, or factors. You need to build those up. And so I'm sort of tongue-in-cheek on the hook, line, and sinker here this morning, but it is brought to you by selloutmyevent.com, and it's going really amazingly well. We have a new training, an 8-week training program out at Sellout My Event that folks are signing up for. We're actually starting next week, so if you want to check that out, hurry up, and look forward to seeing you there. But really what I wanted to do here today is really help you think about how you position your products, your services in the eyes and ears of your prospect, right? In their mind, how they think about, engaging with you. And there's many formulas out there for this, but the one that we're going to talk about today is actually developed by the fine folks at samcart. And let me turn off the banner here, samcart.com. And as I said, there's many formulas out here, but this is one that works extremely well because it's very geared towards the actual selling point, not the marketing. I mean, yes, there is marketing for sure here in terms of positioning the messages, and we'll go through it here in a second. But it definitely is about converting the sale, right? And samcart.com is a great solution for you, developed by Brian Moran and his awesome team over there. We use it ourselves. And, it struck me as I was going through this, how simple this formula is and how effective it is. And I wanted to share that with you today, the ECPC formula. And let me just share with you what that is before we dive in, and then we'll get into more details. So ultimately, that formula, as I said, is a simple one. It works extremely well. And it is the following 4 items, right? Starting with number 1, excite. Number 2, connect. Number 3, prove. Number 4, convert, right? Excite, connect, prove, convert. And excite is all about, benefit-driven headlines, emotional connections, all the things that I mentioned from the get-go, opening up, making sure there's rapport, diving in deeper as that happens into step 2 through connection, right? Story, background, make it personal, position yourself, whether that's you as an individual or as an organization. It needs to further really create that bond, right? Bonding is a huge thing online. And of course, proving. Number 3, good testimonials here, social proof. Everybody wants to feel like they're connected to a community and that they have others who have gone through the programs or seen the product or bought the product rather, or your services. So this is going to be big. And of course, disclaimer to all of this, I'm generalizing here. Each business is different, right? I mean, we're talking about online transactions, so selling online. But if you have a business where there's a lot of consultations going on, you may have done a lot of this work through your appointments, right? So when somebody comes to you and they book an appointment, you do the pre-selling, the pre-framing, the storyline, the connections, the social proof through that call. So essentially, when you send them over to samcart or something similar, you don't need a lot of extra nudging. It's just really about, purchase now, right? Click the button. The final one is, of course, convert. So excite, connect, prove, convert. And that's where you break it down, justify the price, possible guarantees might be included here, bonuses with the value extractions, and definitely a clear call to action, and make it sort of urgent and unique in that way. Purchase today and get, right? I mean, there's your formula. So let's go through it here. And if you are looking and watching online, you'll see these videos, these screens here, essentially, to kind of prove out this ECPC formula. Don't say that too fast. Anyway, just a quick point here of interest. If you are ready to expand your consulting and event workshop and seminar business, then go to www.selloutmyevent.com and sign up. There's actually a free training workshop there, and you can get access to that. Just enter your name and email, and you'll get that right there. Selloutmyevent.com. All right. So, as I said, the first step is excite with a big promise, right? And that's where you create a really big, not only the big promise, but you really create what I call benefit-driven headlines, right? So you really create that connection. Of course, you want to make sure that you build up essentially your introduction of the thing they're going to get, and through the benefit-driven headlines. By the way, if you go out there and type up, I think it's just headline generators, something like this, you'll find many of them out there. CoSchedule, by the way, has a great one, and you can get ideas for great headlines to kick this off. And again, all of this stuff needs to be tested. You may, and I advocate this, have 2 pages, an A page and a B page, where all you do is test headline A against headline B. Now, if you don't have a large budget out the gate, you don't want to go too hardcore on this A/B testing. Just kind of get all the best practices in place by using the ECPC formula. So number 1, excite with a big promise. And that's where you kind of set up your offer and the solution to their biggest problem here. And there's a picture of the product there, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the next one is prove your claims, right? So this is where you introduce yourself, you're credible, detailing the results you've gotten in the past, your personal story, the big benefits, et cetera. And then you move into the proving part, right? So first one was excite. So I'm just kind of going through this online here with you. Apologize. Excite. Then you go in through the connection, right? And then you prove out your claims. Make sure that you really, here's where screenshots really become a great opportunity for you to prove out those claims, as well as testimonials, right? And you want to explain the big benefits of your product here. You can see there's some screenshots of folks who have made statements. And by the way, samcart makes this very easy. You don't have to code up anything. You just upload the images, type in the titles, the description, and it converts it, and it looks something like that, right? I mean, it makes the images of the people in a nice little circle, right up there. And then finally, of course, converting the sale. And this is where you have an offer stack. It's essentially a way for you to present, bullets, as I said, the price, yes, but also add possible guarantees. Bonus stacks are really helpful here. If you have somebody who's just on the fence and they see that they get additional bonuses that are related to the product, not just add something for the heck of it, but related to the product, and that you show the value stack in terms of the pricing. So, bonus A, B, and C. Bonus A, value $197. Bonus B, $497. Bonus, C, et cetera. You get my drift. Well, all of that adds to an emotional trigger for them to take action. And as I said, you want to also justify the price. And here's where you can do what's called juxtaposition, right? So if you are doing some research for your marketplace, what would something like this cost compared to competitors, right? Sorry. And so doing this allows you to compare and contrast, and that's very helpful. By the way, samcart makes this easy too. You just put in the text, hit save and preview, and you get to see it right away. And it's really fast, guys. It's very cool. WordPress is very cool here. There's many plugins, of course, you can use for that and make this easy too. But you have to wait for it to render. You have to preview. samcart is literally instant here. And here you see an example of the guarantee, etc. So this is really just a sweet way of, this is called the one-page protocol here. But a really nice way for you to present your products, your wares, your services, etc., and making sure that you're presenting in such a way that they actually take action. That's the key, because ultimately just attracting the right prospects for your offers is just part of the game. I mean, that's probably half of the formula, right? Getting the right people to your site. But it really means that you have to make sure that they convert, right? So that's the targeting, the offer, the message, the call to action, excites, it engages, and you want your prospect to click the buy now button. So this is kind of a short broadcast here today, but I wanted to get this out. I'm very excited about this one because we've also tested this over many clients, but also over time. We just actually launched a new page here using this exact formula, and it works really phenomenally well. And it works really well with samcart.com. And so I typically do these on Fridays, and I didn't do the introduction video today, I just realized, but the Friday footage is where I actually demo these things for you to show you what's available. And I didn't show you the product here today because we'd actually signed up for a bunch of this stuff with a lot of the products and the pricing, and I didn't want to just expose that out there to the marketplace. But if you want to, just go to samcart.com, sign up. There's a free trial, and they have a bunch of videos available for you. And I've put those in the show notes as well, so you can get access to it. Because ultimately, access is one piece. Now you need to take action. And if Friday is the day for you, then do it. If not, as soon as you come home, jump in here and start playing around. And really, I think the biggest thing that you can do for yourself here, clearly, depending on where you're at in your business journey, is to just get this up and rolling. If you have a product that's just sort of half baked right now, get this up, start playing with the page, make the product look great, and then finish off your product and upload it here. If it's a digital product, easy to do, PDF that sucker and get a price point up there that makes sense for your marketplace. And again, I'm not saying this is the greatest strategy on the planet, but in truth, if you have some killer content and you have a guide that you can present, get up an ad, get up a quick landing page, send them over to samcart here with a great page that uses the ECPC formula. Anything that you do should really include this, even emails, right? I mean, you can send out emails that talk about your story, create that connection, build out the know, like, and trust. We want that to happen for you as well. So again, I really appreciate you coming on here today. And if you are interested in building out seminars and workshops and conferences and concerts, you really want to scale up and fill out those seats and sell all the tickets that you need, then go to selloutmyevent.com. Totally promotional, but that is a free workshop that I have I put that together. That's out there for you. And I want you to take a look at that as well and see also how I do these things, because when you look at what others are doing, you get ideas, right? And then I will tell you what's working and not working. That's part of the journey here at the broadcasts I'm doing here from Los Angeles. And I want you to take action. This is the key takeaway today. Get the ECPC formula up on samcart, use it, get the product up there, and take action, because, man, success is waiting in the wings for you. So Jan here again today, coming to you live, and I appreciate you once again for taking action, and have a great weekend. It's a long weekend. It's Memorial Day on Monday here in the US, and if you're abroad or elsewhere, enjoy your weekend either way, and I'll see you soon. All right, take it easy, guys. Later.